going to evaluate these three problems, these limits, algebraically. The reason we have to do it algebraically is because if you go ahead and just use substitution, what happens in all three of these is the denominator will become 0, and you can't do that. So you get an undefined thing. So we're going to have to factor this and simplify. And I'll get started with the first one. If you're having problems factoring, I think one of the best things to do is, this one's already got the x plus 5 in the denominator, so we're going to go ahead and write the limit as x approaches negative 5, and for my denominator I'm going to put x plus 5. Now more than likely a factor in the numerator is going to be x plus 5, and that's going to help you get the second factor here. So to get a negative 5, that's going to have to be a x minus 1. And if you can do that, it helps with your factoring if you're having problems factoring. Anyway, these two will cancel out. So you're going to get the limit as x approaches negative 5 of x minus 1. And now use substitution, and we're going to get negative 5 minus 1 equals negative 6. So that's your limit. Okay, the next one is this. So we're going to have to factor this. Now the hint would be that if you plug in 3 in the denominator, it does give you a 0. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is make one of the factors x minus 3, because I know that will give me a 0. That's just a hint for that. And then so if that's negative 3, then this one has to be a plus 2. And more than likely, not always, but more than likely, for these simple problems, this in the numerator is going to be also x minus 3, because you want those to cancel out, and therefore the numerator is going to be x plus 8, because you get your negative 24 there. And you can check and make sure you did it right, but these will cancel out. So you get in the limit as x approaches 3 of x plus 8 over x plus 2. Now you use substitution, and you get 3 plus 8 over 3 plus 2. And that's going to give you 11 over 5. And the last one is this. Now I'm going to go ahead and factor my denominator. More than likely it is going to be x plus 2. Because when you plug negative 2 in there, it's going to 0 that out. So that would mean this has to be x minus 8. Because these two equal are negative 16. And you can double check. Now what happens is this cancels, or equals 1. So we have the limit of x as it approaches negative 2 of 1 over x minus 8. Now we use substitution, and that's going to be 1 over negative 2 minus 8, which equals negative 1/10. And that's all. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.